Miss Wilson, if you can come out, Judge said she's gonna try to see if she can get it to work.
We can't hear it. My son, Ryan Matthew Garcia, was poisoned by fentanyl. He was so amazing. He was the sweetest kid ever. When he was little, we had, we used to tell each other, I love you more. I love you to the stars. I love you, to the moon. And one day he said, Mom, I love you in a circle. I said, a circle? He said, a circle never ends. After his passing, you go through all your pictures. And I started seeing, since he was younger.
Can everyone hear?
Him wearing crowns. Like he would pick up a Burger King crown.
Yes.
Or we'll be at a quinceañera, and you know how they have the photo shoots, and he would always pick the crown up. And it was always a crown. Anywhere that he would see a crown, he would put it on, and he'd be like, I'm King Ryan.
It was a joke, Tyrone. He made that name for himself. He said I was his black uncle, so he had a black name. He was just a man of many characters, so that was a joke for him. He was a jokester.
He was very fun to be around, like all the time. He knew how to make me laugh, and he knew how to even make me mad, because he would come in my room and leave, but leave the door open and leave the light on. And everybody knew that I hated that, but he would always do it.
He was funny. He just lit up the room every time he walked in. Everyone, Billy's here, Billy's here, Billy, Billy. We were always just so happy to see him.
I told my girl I saw him from a different light because I came in his life later, so I saw the young man, not the kid. He was strong, He would come to me, and because I coached youth sports, and he said he wanted to play football. And the one thing I always remember, I said, well, hey, you're going to be a freshman this year. Go play football. But me playing sports now would be the hardest thing to do, to go walk on the field for the first time without a parent taking you, without a parent dropping you off, and have the courage to go do it knowing you may fail horribly. But he did. He went and joined the team, and he got to practice on time. He had some woes. He had an uphill battle, but he did it.
I had everything going for him. He would always talk about his job. When he would come over, my son would just follow him around. Just looked up to him. He was excited to graduate. He's just full of life and had so much.
I'm sorry, it stopped. All right, good morning, everyone. We are in session. There is a video. First, let me apologize for taking the bench a little bit later. I'm not at my best this morning. I had an orthodontist appointment at 7, and they tightened my mouth up so tight. I'm too old for this stuff. And so it took a lot longer than I thought it would. So y'all bear with me. Please don't treat me bad this morning. I'm trying to get my teeth together. And when you 50 plus, it can be a little bit of a struggle. So I'm gonna tell y'all thank you in advance right now that y'all judge is trying to be a diva until the day she die, okay? And then you gotta have some good teeth to do that. All right, don't make me laugh, it hurts. All right, let's do it. There was a video that I wanted you all to watch. And it's a video that was very impactful. It's only 5 minutes. And in fairness to my staff, I sent it to them this morning when I realized I was not gonna make it on time. And I wanted you all to see it. So it's last minute. We didn't have a chance to do a dry run. And so you will have an opportunity to see this video. The reason I want you all to see the video is because I've been to some training, of course, last week, and then stayed in Grand Rapids to do some training, 3 other courts. And to hear the devastating numbers about people that are dying from fentanyl. And not that they are out here looking for fentanyl, but because they're buying marijuana from people that's laced it with fentanyl, or they're buying other drugs that are laced with fentanyl, and they don't even know that they're getting fentanyl, and they are dying. And so one of the things that I have committed to, which I've always committed to in this program, is doing my part to get the word out. Last year before our graduation, we had back-to-back deaths in specialty court. And I believe 5 to count, Mr. Yancey, from November up until our graduation. Young, old, and in between. And a number of those deaths were, well, I think all of them were drug related. But I'm almost certain that none of those people woke up that morning after having successfully completed a drug treatment court program or being in compliance in a drug treatment court program. None of them woke up that morning and said, hey, I want to die today. I'm going to do it one more time and I'm going to die. And so I just want you all, we'll get a chance to see the video. Some of you may see it more than once when I play it for different days. But I want you to take to heart that this battle that you're in, whether it's alcohol, whether it's drugs, that it's real. And while you may be winning, and some of you may be, I have a couple of people that's, tricking the system. They going online and they're finding things to adulterate their samples so that they can come back negative. Understand that at the end of the day, that if there is a loss, it won't be my loss. It'll be your loss. Because when you do those things and you don't really take advantage of the help that's available to you, you really are hurting yourself. You will be the one that will lose. I'll lose too because I care about you, but I'll still be here to fight the good fight. You won't be here to fight the good fight for your children, for your nieces and nephews, for your neighbors, kids that are coming up behind you. So you'll get a chance to see the video. Ms. Wilson, I'm sorry I put you on the spot on this morning. That wasn't fair to you. We'll get it together and we'll start airing it on tomorrow. So with that, and thanking you in advance for your patience, I am going to have the attorneys place their appearance on the record. And then I'm going to call the cases. I just want to know how everybody's doing, because I know you've been sitting for a minute. Some of you are at work, on your way to work. I'm going to do you first, and then we'll keep going. All right. Very good. Let's do it. For the attorneys, place your appearance on the record, please.
Yes, Judge. Thank you and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, Judge. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Thank you, Mr. Reed. And your motion is granted.
Thank you.
And good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make the same motion.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. All right, Mr. Griffith, you place your appearance on the record for me.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffith on behalf of Sobriety Court this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Griffin, and then Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Yancey. Let's get started. I have just a couple of cases that I'm going to call very quickly. Mr. Brown, I'll start with you, 21S00466FD. State your full name for me, please.
Good morning, Brown. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Brown. I know that you are at work on today. And so I just want to hear from you. How are you doing in the program, Mr. Brown?
I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm doing pretty good in the program. I'm enjoying myself.
All right, very good. Has anything changed since the last time I've seen you?
No. Still continuing to grind every day and haven't had any issues. Mr. Yancey's been wonderful and have had all the support of the court the whole time. So much appreciated.
All right, awesome. I did have some conversations with Mr. Yancey about your completion date. There are some nuances with your case because of how you were charged and what the program mandates require. So Mr. Yancey is going to, if he hasn't done so already, Mr. Yancey is going to circle back with you probably today to let you know what those nuances are, okay?
Much appreciated. Thank you, Your Honor, for looking into that for me.
All right. Yes, absolutely. And so, but I do want to encourage you. You are on track. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing. We're not having any issues. And I hope that you are learning something as you're going through this program. And if so, is there anything you can share with us today?
I mean, one of the biggest things about this program, I keep getting going back to it. Life is not a dress rehearsal. You know, days go by fast, weeks go by fast, and years come back like a snap of a finger. So again, it's always important to be patient. At the same time, treat your life like it's not a dress rehearsal.
That's right. It's not a dress rehearsal. Thank you, Mr. Brown. All right, Mr. Yancey, is there anything that you need to add as to Mr. Brown?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. His self-report was correct. He's doing well, and he's in compliance with all his conditions at this time, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And Mr. Brown is in which phase?
He's in phase 4, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. And you'll have some conversations with him about the nuances that we talked about with respect to his case and his completion date, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. What's next for Mr. Brown?
Your Honor, I'm gonna have a face-to-face with Mr. Brown on April 3rd of this year at 10:35.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Brown?
I did, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. I'm going to thank you again for your patience on this morning. You'll hear from Mr. Yancey today, and I'll see you in April. If you need us before then, by all means, chime in, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. Hope you feel better.
Thank you, me too. Thank you. All right, let's keep going. I have, let me see. Who else do you all have at work?
I believe Mr. Irby is at work, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Irby, let's do it. I have 210-444-2601. Mr. Irby, state your full name for me.
Andre Irby.
Good morning to you, Mr. Irby. How are you today?
Fine. How about you? I'm sorry to hear about your situation.
Listen, I'm getting it together though. Don't y'all feel too sorry for me. I'm gonna be smiling all over the place here in a few months now. I'm just on that tail end and it's tough. So I'm working it. I'm working it. I thought it gets easier at the end. They told me this morning, no, it gets worse at the end. But I'm at the end, so. All right, Mr. Irby, how are you doing today with respect to working your program?
Everything's going along smoothly. Still doing my testing and my meetings with the counselor, and yeah, everything's fine. Just again, same situation with me, and nothing much has changed. I'm just like really busy with work, so that's pretty much it.
All right, have you been taking good care of yourself, Mr. Irby?
Yeah. I'm working on it.
You didn't sound too convincing to me. You sure?
Well, I have some medical issues that need attention, and I've been sort of procrastinating a little bit, but I'm getting around to it this week for sure.
All right, you heard Mr. Brown say life is not a dress rehearsal, sir.
Real, that is true. True indeed.
All right. So if you're having some issues, go and get them addressed, okay?
I definitely plan on it.
All right. Is there anything that you need us to assist you with?
Nope, everything's fine. I got my temporary license recently, and everything's that's about it. That's
yeah, come on, we need to celebrate. I see you, Mr. Twitty. Come on, let's celebrate, Mr. Irby. Listen, that's a huge accomplishment when you get that driver's license. And if you have never had your license taken away from you, you may not appreciate it. That's why Mr. Twitty started celebrating Mr. Irby. Because when you get it back, it's like golden, okay? So do everything you can to hold on to it, all right?
Yes, I sure will. Yep. But
All right. What else you want us to know?
everything is good. I'm just working on finishing this out. I think I'm getting close now. It's been more than a year since I've been in the program, and just looking forward to being able to move around like I'd like after
All
after
right.
yeah.
All right. Have you learned something since you've been with us, Mr. Irby?
Of course, yes, yep, yes, I have. Uh, one thing that I learned is that, well, that I've taken to heart the most, I guess I would say, is that drinking and driving is just not a smart thing to do, and it's very
Yeah.
dangerous. And I myself, I don't know about the rest of us, but I'm very fortunate that this happened without me hurting anyone or myself. So
Yes.
yeah.
You are definitely one of the fortunate ones, Mr. Irby. Definitely. And so I'm glad that you've learned that drinking and driving, not smart. You don't mix them together. Because not only do you put your life in danger, but you put it in danger everybody's life, right?
Exactly.
All right. Mr. Yancey, what do you want to add as to Mr. Irby?
Yeah, Mr. Irby, he's doing really well. I've had a lot of contact with him by phone, even when it wasn't a scheduled contact. So, he's pretty serious about getting this right this time around. And, he's doing everything we asked him to do. So, we're impressed with Mr. Irby. He's just got to really work on his health, and I can't violate him for that right now. So,
Right. No,
not
not today.
that I want to. But he's once he works on that, he'll be working on the full picture.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Irby?
Yes, Judge, keep up the good work, Mr. Irby, and take care of yourself. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right. Mr. Vikings, if you're speaking, you're muted.
Judge, I would just join in on that. You're a thoughtful, reflective person, sir. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
All right. Awesome. If nothing else, Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Irby?
Yeah, Sean, I'm gonna have a face-to-face with Mr. Irby on March 27th at 10:35.
All right. Very good. Did you get that, Mr. Irby?
Yep. Yes, I did.
All right. Awesome. You are in great shape. What phase is Mr. Irby and Mr.
He's in phase 3, fast approaching phase 4.
Okay. All right. Very good. And so I know you've had discussions with him as to what he needs to do to get to phase 4.
Yes, and he's on track with that. So probably his next court hearing, I will be petitioning him to be in that phase.
All right. Awesome. Did you hear that, Mr. Irby?
Yes.
All right. Very good. That should be good news to you.
Yes.
All right. Very good. All right, Mr. Irby, take good care of yourself. I'll see you next go round, okay?
Thank you. Have a great day.
All
Thanks,
right.
everyone.
You do the same. All right, who else do we have that's at work?
I believe Mr. Naraki's at work.
Mr. Naraki, are you at work?
I'm not at work right now, but I leave to go to work as soon as I'm called.
Okay, all right, let's get it done. I have for you 200-455-4001. State your full name for me, Mr. Naraki.
Christopher Naraki.
All right, how are you today?
I'm doing good. Super grateful. Going to my meetings, screening, talk with my recovery coach. So just taking everything day by day and always trying to learn something new, keep an open mind.
Very good, very good. Have you been having any difficulties, any challenges with staying on track?
You know, things have been pretty good. Finding self-care time has been, you know, learning how to do that, but you fit it in.
Okay, you fit it in, you find a way to take care of you, right?
Yep.
All right, very good, very good. Is there anything that you need us to help you with, Mr. Naraki, to keep you on track?
No, at this time, everything's good to go.
All right, are you still saving money and getting geared up to get that new home?
I'm doing it little by little.
All right, I love it. Little by little, one step at a time, right?
Right.
All right, very good, very good. Mr. Yancey, what do you want to add as to Mr. Naraki?
Mr. Naraki is doing great. I have to get him some information on how to pay his fines to the court and to one other program, and he'll really be in good shape. Everything I asked him to do, or the court asked him to do, he does it in short order. So he also is really serious about this program. He just has to, you know, I've been trying to get him to squeeze in some self-care. I'm not the master of that, but I'm getting there. So once he gets that in intervals, I think he'll be in good shape, happy, because he works hard and he does this program hard, Your Honor.
Yes, he does. All right, very good. And I'm certain you've had some conversation with him. He's in phase 4 as to what he needs to do in order to complete phase 4. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. From any of the other team members, anything has to Mr. Naraki?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, sir. Congratulations, you're working the program. Keep up the good work. Thank you, sir.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Naraki, you're steady, you're getting it done. Keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
Thanks.
All right. Mr. Naraki, do you have any questions for the team?
Nope.
No questions?
Nope.
All right. Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Yes, Your Honor. I want to do a face-to-face with Mr. Naraki on April 3rd of this year at 10:35.
All right. Did you get that, Mr. Naraki?
Yes, got it.
All right. Awesome. It's good to see you. Thank you for your patience on this morning. Continue to take good care of yourself, and we're here if you need us, okay?
Thank you. Hope you feel better.
Thank you, Mr. Naraki. All right, let's do it. I am ready now. Did I get all of the working folks, Mr. Yancey?
I
think I
believe
did.
I believe you got all of my working folks anyway.
Okay. All right, let's go to phase 3. Here we go. I'm going to start with Miss Rios. Good morning to you, Miss Rios.
Morning.
You look like you're in a good place today. How are you today?
All this positive energy is good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's helping me because I'm in the midst of moving. So
okay.
Yeah, finally. Remember I talked about it, but now finally. So
yes, and you're very happy about that, right?
yeah. I had a little setback when I just recently got out the hospital, you know, my condition and whatnot. But you know, so now it's like I'm doing better. You know, I just had to I was dehydrated and stuff, so
okay.
Yeah, it wasn't good. But I'm doing better now. I feel better.
I'm so glad that you feel better, Miss Rios. I am.
I want you to feel better.
I am. Listen, I told y'all don't feel too sorry for me because I'm gonna have some $1 million teeth when I'm finished with all of this. It's a $1 million smile. So don't feel too sorry. All right. Look, Miss Rios, throughout everything that you're going through, you have maintained a positive attitude. and you continue to work. And so I appreciate that. I do. And you should be proud of yourself.
Yes, I have to do it for my kids, and I got a grandbaby on the way this month. My third one.
No.
My third, and they're all girls.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh well, enjoy them. Enjoy them. Enjoy them.
Thank you.
All right, let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 200-445-1801. State your name for me, Ms. Rios.
Angelica Rios.
All right, very good. Are you having any issues, anything you need us to help you with, Ms. Rios?
I hope I'm doing really good. And if I need anything, I call Mr. Griffin and he helps me out.
All right, awesome. Mr. Griffin, what do you want to add as to Ms. Rios? I have her in phase 3. And so what do you want to tell me?
She's doing fine, Your Honor. Like she said, she did call me. I talked to her while we were in Grand Rapids, that she was in a hospital. So I'll just tell her to continue to work on her health and hang in there. You know, she's getting moved and everything. So she has a lot going on, but she's been very positive, you know, doing the work for this program. So just continue to stay in there, Ms. Rios, and everything's going to work out.
Thank you.
All right. Anything from any of the other team members as to Ms. Rios?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Rios, good report. I'm glad to hear you're feeling better. That's great. And congratulations on the future girl grandbabies. Thank you.
Thank you.
And if I could
All
add,
right.
Judge,
Yes.
if I might add, Ms. Rios, you're on track. I know things were a little glitchy there at the start, but you really put forward an effort. And so keep up the great work, young lady. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Ms. Rios, do you have any questions for us today?
I don't have any questions, but a positive note, like I'm moving forward, not backward. No depression. If any, everybody can, you know, hear me that, you know, drinking is a depression, you know, like it doesn't help. Like if you have problems, don't turn to drinking or drugs because it's not going to make anything better.
Yes, those are great words of wisdom. It does not make things better. As a matter of fact, I would venture to say it makes things worse.
Yes.
Right? There you go. Thank you, Ms. Rios. Thank you. All right. Mr. Griffin, what's next for Ms. Rios?
Your Honor, I'll be having a face-to-face with Ms. Rios on March 20th, 2023 at 10:35 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Ms. Rios?
Yes.
March 20th. Until then, if you need us, make sure you reach out, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. You are excused.
Okay.
All right.
Have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you. All right, let's keep going. I have next for Miss Bell. Good morning, Miss Bell.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
I'm good, Your Honor. I sympathize because I'm about.
Uh-oh, you don't have a good connection.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better. Tell me what you were saying because I didn't hear you.
Okay, I'm sympathizing with you because I'm about ready to get my $1 million smile too. I have all my upcoming doctors this week, and the dentist is one of them.
All right, do it. Listen. So I have a friend that laughs at me and says that I'm gonna be the only person in heaven with my original teeth. And so I'm like, and that's fine with me. Cause I'm a teeth person, okay? So do it, Miss Bell, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Let me place your case number on the record. I have for Venetia Bell, 210-01153. Miss Bell, state your full name for the record.
Denisha Joan Bell.
All right, Miss Bell, you on track, doing what you're supposed to do, aren't you?
I most certainly am.
How does it feel, Miss Bell?
No, I feel a little let down sometimes because things are not going like I actually want them to. And that's mostly as far as me trying to, get back gainfully employed. But that's it takes a little time.
Okay. All right. What are you doing in the meantime?
Steadily looking. I do interviews, phone calls. I did my license reinstated. And
you got your license reinstated?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, let's celebrate. Yeah. Wonderful. All right. Were you on track? Yes. We can't hear you now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Listen, Mr. Griffin, have you aligned Ms. Bell with some employment resources?
Yeah, I will do that after we get off the phone. I'll get her hooked up with the new agency that we have. So I'll send you that information where they pay for job training and things like that. So I get that over to you. Send a referral out today, Ms. Bell. So after we get finished with this hearing, I'll contact you.
And then what about Detroit Works for actual job placement?
Okay, I'll check on that also. I believe the place where Mr. Morgan sending people to that they are doing jobs placement and stuff there. So I'll make sure I get her with both of those referrals, Your Honor.
Okay, wonderful. Because while she may be interested in some training, right now she needs a job, so we could do both and give her an opportunity to work and then see if that's what she wants to do with some training. Okay. But we want to get her up and working because she's doing well, right, Mr. Griffin?
Yeah, she's doing very well, Your Honor. I'm very proud of her. I mean, the last time that she was inpatient, when she came out, she said she can do this, and she's doing it. She kept her word. Let her communicate on a regular basis. If she have any problems or questions, she reaches out. So she's been accountable for herself. So just very proud of her. Sometimes it takes a little longer to get things together, but this time I think Ms. Bell got it together, Your Honor. I think she's really working hard. And I think she likes herself now. When I talk to her, I mean, she's happy, she's making things happen. She got her license. She was so proud of that. So congratulations on getting your license back. I know that's a big feat, but she's doing really well though, Your Honor.
All right, and she's in phase 3, Mr. Griffin, and I'm certain you're having conversations with her about what she needs to do to continue to advance. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Any of the other team members, do you have anything as to Ms. Bell?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Ms. Bell, getting your license back. You sound good, you look good. Keep up the good work. We know it's not easy, but we're proud of you and be proud of yourself. Take care of yourself. Thank you, Ms. Bell.
Thank you, Attorney Reed.
And Your Honor, I might add too, Ms. Bell, that you're doing a great job. You're moving forward. You're just gaining momentum. Great to keep up the great work. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Bell, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I want you to keep up the good work, Ms. Bell. Very proud of you. Hang in there. We are here for whatever you need. Mr. Griffin's gonna get those resources. I need you to work them because I don't want you just sitting around, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Mr. Griffin, what's next for Ms. Bell?
Your Honor, I will be having a face-to-face with Ms. Bell on March the 20th, 2023 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Ms. Bell?
I did, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Good to see you. Keep up the great work. And we're here if you need us, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're very welcome. All right, let's go to Mr. Twitty. I have the following matters for Mr. Darren Twitty. I have case numbers 173-861-961, case number SP 807-2011, SP 807-2012, case number 144-84362, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number 184-834-33, counts 1 and 3. Case number 194997911, and case number 201-0000277. Mr. Twitty, state your full name for me.
Darren Twitty.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
How are you doing, Mr. Twitty?
I'm all right.
You just all right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hanging in there. I made a few payments for you. For me.
You made some payments?
Yes.
I love it.
I mean, it was this morning, but I made them though.
It don't matter. You said you made them. I will count this morning. We'll take it. All right, Mr. Twitty. How have you been doing with working your program?
Good. Just like Miss Bill, just trying to find employment. That's about it.
Okay, so the other employment thing did not work out?
Nah. But I mean, it's like we still in the grieving process, but I'm not I'm not gonna sit around and just, wait for them. I'm filling out other applications too.
All right, very good. So Mr. Yancey, want to get him connected with some other employment opportunities, because he said it, he don't want to be sitting around doing nothing. And so, Mr. Twitty, get out there and go get it, right?
Yeah, I got all the information that that Mr. Griffin just told Miss Bill. Because I already went through Detroit at work and everything. So, they be sending me emails and calling me, and we be going to the little Zoom. They be having like little Zoom meetings with different employers and stuff like that too.
Okay, very good. And nothing has materialized yet?
I mean, it has, but I can't really be picky, but I just was being a little tiny bit picky, because my last job I was making, a decent amount of money, but, I was just like, but I mean, I can't be picky, but I just was like, I don't want to do like no 15, 16, because I was just making 19. So,
Okay. But now I'm gonna have to tell you what my mama used to tell me. You ready? Hold on to your seat. She used to tell me, get a job until you find the job.
The job. You're right.
Okay, especially since I wanted to be doing grown folk stuff. Get a job.
True.
Until you find the job.
Okay, true.
Okay. All right. So just keep that in mind.
Plus I want my $1 million smile like you.
Go get it. Listen, there's all kind of programs out there.
They ain't gonna be mine though. They gonna be mine because I'm paying for them, but they ain't gonna be mine. I ain't getting braces. I'm trying to get veneers. I want to take the easy route.
I thought you were saying dentures. I was gonna say, Mr.
No, I'm too young. Yeah, I'm too young for that.
Okay, all right, I got you. Listen, it's all kind of programs out there. Make it work. Come on, make it work. Make it work. So I have this thing about teeth, Mr. Twitty, because I was the kid growing up with no dental insurance, and I had buck teeth, crowded teeth, a whole bunch of teeth. I'm talking about my mouth was a mess. And so my mother emphasized that it wasn't what was on the outside of me, it was what was on the inside of me. But I swore as soon as I got 2 nickels, I was gonna fix the outside too. We good on the inside, but let's fix that outside. So this is actually my second retreat. After 30 years, I had to get a retreat. And so, yeah, so teeth have always been, so my family teases me about teeth because they've just always been important to me. So listen, if that's what you want to do, go do it. Go do it. Come on and come on in here and smile real big. I'm gonna be cheering for you. I'm gonna be inboxing your case manager like, look at them teeth. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Twitty. So I do want you to get back to work because I don't want you to be idle. I want you to continue to work on yourself. How are you doing with that new baby? Because that baby's still real new.
Yeah, she'll be 4 months. What's today? The 6th? Today the 6th? Tomorrow.
Yeah,
She'll be 4 months tomorrow.
I love it. I love it. Are you enjoying being a father again?
Yes.
All right, very good. And you're taking good care of her, right?
Now that I am doing.
All right, very good, very good. Do you have any issues, any concerns you need to raise with the court today?
Nah, you know, me and Mr. Yancey got a nice little decent relationship, so I can just normally just call him or shoot him an email, and he gonna get back to me in a decent time.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. All right, let me hear from Mr. Yancey at this time. Mr. Yancey, I have Mr. Twitty in phase 2 in my records. Should he be at another phase?
He's actually in phase 3 of a 3-phase program, and he's nearing his little time limit. He has been making payments on tickets, so I'm gonna really speak with him and see how much we can pick up the pace this month. But he's in compliance, and he's in compliance with the bulk part of the program. So as far as what he does every twice a week, so he's in good standings. He just gotta get the payments going, before his order is expired. So I'm gonna have some more intense conversations with him, but he's in compliance right now, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Twitty, what's going on with the Southfield case?
Southfield, I don't nothing. Everybody just waiting until I finish this. So they say once I finish this, because I was on the 24 for both of them. So everybody said once I finish this, then they'll let me off probation. So like Mr. Yancey was just saying, I guess like since I'm in the 3-phase, so I don't know if it's the money, but when I just added it up, I think I owe like 13 left from 2190 to 13. So I'm gonna try to pay that within like the next week or two.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna say this, Mr. Twitty, it's income tax time. And so if you get that income tax refund, by all means.
Child support.
I understand. But let me just make sure the record is clear. Mr. Twitty started off owing a lot of money at 36th District Court for things that happened prior to specialty court. And the prosecution and defense attorneys worked very diligently I think you all cut that down to probably a third of if that much of what he owed. And so, and I truly applaud you all for that kind of work. So Mr. Twitty, get to moving because your time is going to expire here soon. And I want you to be able to get your dismissals and all the wonderful things that come with successfully completing the program, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's do it, okay?
Okay, I got you. By the next time I see you, this stuff should be paid for.
All right. I appreciate your diligence in getting it done too. I do. All right. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Twitty?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Twitty. Good report. You're working the program. Thanks for making those payments today. Anytime you can make a payment is a good day. Keep up the good work, sir. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself. And congratulations on that baby. I heard you say 4 months tomorrow.
Yes.
Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday. 4
Thank
months.
And if I might add, Judge, Mr. Twitty, you've come such a long way, and you've done it with a great sense of purpose and desire without ever losing who Mr. Twitty is. And I love to see that. All the changes you make, yet you're still the great Mr. Twitty. So keep up the great work, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Do you have any questions for the team?
No.
All right, Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Your Honor, I want to have Mr. Twitty come back on Zoom again on March 30th at
Okay.
8:45.
Oh, I'm gonna try to have it paid by the end. Now that's close. I'm gonna
We'll
try to
we'll
have it paid.
we'll talk about it.
I'm gonna pay something before the end, but might not be all of it. But I'm gonna pay some more before the end for sure. But that's close.
Okay.
I'm gonna try.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, let's also talk about that additional time that
Okay.
can be added to give him some time to get it handled. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
I don't want him to spaz out because he can't get it all paid by March 30th.
Do you want me to do a face-to-face that day then?
Do a face-to-face with him.
Okay.
And on March 30th, and
Okay.
then and we'll go from there, okay? We'll
That
talk
sounds
about
great.
what's next. So we
Okay.
can get him on schedule to pay,
Okay.
to get it paid. All right, awesome. What's next for Mr. Twitty? Oh, you already gave me. March 30th, we'll do a face-to-face, Ms. Matt,
Yes.
from Mr. Twitty. All right, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Twitty. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. You are free to leave, Mr. Twitty.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's go to Ms. Rowe. I have the following: SP 129-8290, counts 1 and 2, SP 135-31341, 220-575-5201. Ms. Rowe, state your full name for me.
Siobhan Rowe.
Good morning to you, Ms. Rowe.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing a lot better.
You are. How are the babies doing? I think last time the babies were catching it.
So I moved already, but I moved so far that I dropped them off at school in the morning. It takes me 30 minutes.
Okay, but this was a good move for you, right?
I mean, it was a good move. You know, we're in a better school district, but it's so late in the year. I just didn't want to change my daughter's school because, you know, they're young. She's only 9. She likes her friends. It's probably going to be uncomfortable for her going to another school. So I just left her in the school she's at till, you know, fall. I'll transfer her, whatever. The baby's little, she goes to Head Start. So she's only 4.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you know,
but they're doing well.
Yeah, other than that, everything's fine.
All right. Very good. You working your program, Ms. Rowe?
I'm working my program.
How's that going?
It's better than I thought it would be. Okay.
Look at you. I know Ms. Rowe came to me talking about, I just want to go to jail. Like, girl, well, you was asking to go back to the judge that was going to send you to jail.
I wanted to go back and see the judge to see
who was going to send you to jail.
I know.
And now look at you.
I know that's what you told me. So I'm like, you know what, Siobhan, you can do this. Okay. This is nuts.
Yes.
Okay.
And you're doing it.
So I appreciate you for having that talk with me because I was done with it. Okay. I'm telling
yes, ma'am.
I was over it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I believe you.
Give me whatever, the little couple months, whatever you're going to give me so I can go ahead and live my life. I swear that's what I was on. But I thank you so much for talking to me and keeping me on the right path. I appreciate your program. I see it's helped so many people. Okay. It's helped me, you know, it gave me a different outlook on things. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you.
Good. And I appreciate you accepting the help that's available here. You know, we can throw out a lifeline, but if people don't catch it and hold on to it, you know, it really limits what we're able to do. So thank you for your willingness to work it. Is there something different about you that you can share with us? What's different since you've been in the program?
Well, you know, I lost my husband, but I am going through therapy. I have like a therapist, she's the best. And I've been going through yoga. So the problem is I've been having to pay for it. So I'm trying to I don't know what's going on with my job. I didn't get approved for my gambling license on time. So my job had put me into a termination because it took longer than 60 days from the Michigan Gaming Board. So I've been trying for the last week to contact somebody about that, maybe see if they did approve me, could my job accept my employee. So, but I have other businesses. I have a cleaning service. I do nails. I have a couple online stores. I just opened my daughter one for her birthday coming up. So I have other resources to get money. It's just that was, I was waiting on that job. I passed up plenty of other opportunities to have this job. And I just feel like you just shouldn't terminate somebody just because they're, my license wasn't approved in a certain time, so they terminated me. They didn't even, so the Michigan Gaming Board didn't even go on with continuing to approve my license. So it was like big disappointment for me, but I'm trying to see if they're gonna let me continue to or whatever. I don't know. I just talked to the gaming lady this morning, one of the managers. So she told me to call someone and ask them if that would be okay, if they could just go ahead and finish with the approval and see if my job would let them. So that's the only stipulation I'm having right now. Any problem that I'm having, that's it.
All right, Mr. Ficus, Mr. Reed, do you all have any inroads or contacts with respect to the board that has to approve her gaming license?
Judge, I do not have any contacts with the gaming license. I'm surprised that she would be terminated before the board had made a decision. But I don't know who she would contact. Mr. Fikens, what about you?
Well, no direct contact, Judge, but I'd be happy to go into a breakout room and give some advice, although Miss Rowe is always
thank you
pretty determined young lady, and I know that she's pushing it. So, but I can only give general advice, Judge, nothing specific.
Okay, Miss Rowe, would you like to do that once we're finished here? Go into a breakout room with Mr. Fikens?
I didn't think that was right. I was really gonna fight that because I don't feel, not just for me, because what about somebody that's really, I was waiting months for that job. We talked about this in December before Christmas time. So, I passed up so many jobs for this opportunity. I went to court to get different paperwork and all types of stuff for this. And I just feel like, even if it's not me and I don't get the job, they shouldn't be able to do that to anybody else. They should go along and see if the person can or cannot get a license. They're paying for it. I've already went through training, and then they just terminate me just because it didn't get approved on time. That I don't feel like that's right.
Okay. All right. Well, we want you to have some discussions with Mr. Fikens, and I hope that it works out. I don't know, Mr. Fikens, if you want to reach out to Shannon Walker to just see if they know how to reach someone in that process, just to ask what's the protocol, because maybe there's something they didn't explain to her. I don't know. Maybe there's a part of the process. I just don't know. But if we could connect her with a resource, so at least she can get that information, and then certainly if they didn't do it the right way, they can at least hear the impact that it's had on her life, because she has been talking about this. I do have that she was talking about it in December, and here we are in March. So, okay, so we'll do that. All right, I'm glad you're hanging in there, Miss Rowe. I'm glad you're still working it. I'm glad that you're glad to be here. And so I'm going to hear from your case manager, Mr. Griffin. What do you want to add as to Miss Rowe?
She reported she's doing really well, Your Honor. Like she said, she came in, she looked at me and she's like, I can't do this. It's like, I was like, okay, you got to go talk to the judge. I was like, but she got it together. I told her, I said, just stick with me. I said, just calm down. It's going to work out, prevent you from having a felony on your record and serving some jail time. So, so she's doing good. She's thriving. I'm glad to see her smiling, getting back on her feet. She had a rough stretch there, and things are starting to look better for her. So to continue to work with the therapist and things like that, and she's gonna be fine. But other than that, Your Honor, she's in compliance with everything else.
All right, awesome. Anything from any of the other team members as to Ms. Rowe?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Ms. Rowe. You're working the program. Keep up the good work. I assume we're talking about a casino that you were employed with. Let Mr. Fikens know the casino's name. I'm not going to ask you to put it out on the screen now, but talk to him about that. Keep up the good work and be safe. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Reed.
I'll be ready to go back when you're ready, Judge.
All right, very good, very good. Let me get what's next from Ms. Rowe, Mr. Griffin.
Your Honor, I'll be having a face-to-face with Ms. Rowe on March the 20th, 2023 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Ms. Rowe, did you get that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Miss Wilson, if you, oh, I don't know if I've given you hold on, co-host ability. Did I? Yes, okay.
Yeah.
If you could send Mr. Ficus and Ms. Rowe into a breakout room, and then Mr. Ficus, once she's finished with you, she's free to leave. You're free to leave, okay? All right, very good. Let's go to Andre Jones. I have for Mr. Jones. Let's see, Mr. Jones on here? Yes. I have 213-0190. Mr. Jones, state your full name, please.
Andre Jones.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Jones. How are you this morning?
Good morning, I'm doing good.
That's good. Things are working out well for you?
Yes, they are, definitely. I ain't got no complaints.
No complaints?
Not
all
at
right,
all.
you done changed up your hair a little bit.
Oh no, they in coils right now. I'm getting that new growth down. I ain't do too much.
Oh, okay. All right. You just look a little different today.
Yeah,
All right. All right, Mr. Jones, how's work going?
Great. I went from housekeeping to engineer. So I'm doing good there. You know, like I said, no complaints. School is doing good. I've been inducted to the NSLS Honor Society. So that's going great.
Congratulations! Yeah. Wonderful. You said you were gonna do it. You doing it. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, it's already written.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you.
Sorry?
No, I just said, look at you. You're doing very well.
Yeah. So I ain't got no complaints. I'm driving. I completed my treatment program. This is like my last step, just completing sober court, and you know, I'm for all systems go.
All right, very good. Are you feeling good about your progress so far?
Yes. Like the dude said earlier, like you know, at first you don't want to go through this, but it was definitely needed. Once you get through it with a clearer mind, this was a step I had to go through to get a clearer mind and appreciate it. I appreciate this process.
All right, very good. Are you having any struggles? Anything you need us to help you with, Mr. Jones?
Not at all. Like I said, I got my car back in October. Going through with that, I got, I think I'll be done with that probably around the same time between August, October. That's been going great. No complaints. Work is good. School is good. Life is good.
All right. Are you still working your keto plan?
Oh yeah. I'm definitely staying healthy. Bulking up a little bit, but yeah.
I see you. I see you. All right, you're gonna have to share with us the beginners information.
Yeah, like I say, you just
like the people that still want to eat ice cream and cake on Sunday, but want to do keto.
You know what? I take 2 days out the month and I do what I do. I don't, ain't nobody looking, ain't nobody judging. So I take 2 cheat days out the month.
I need 4 because Sunday is my cake and ice cream day. I want me some cake and a scoop of ice cream.
Hey, that's okay.
You're gonna have to share with us the beginners. Every time I go and research, it just seems like it's so much. I don't eat meat, and so and that's a lot of, for me, that has been. It's not really disciplined now because I'm 11 years in, but keto is a real step forward.
It's quick. I mean, if you cut out bread and sugar and just eat meat and cheese for 90 days, you will change. But if you don't eat
I can't eat meat.
If you don't, like, I recommend the watermelon diet.
Yeah. So I mean, I love watermelon. I'm not gonna tell you what it does, but
Yeah, the watermelon diet. You get a big watermelon a day. Eat half of it in the morning. Eat half of it at night for about, I say, good month, and it'll cleanse you out, and it do the same thing as keto.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then what I'm gonna eat after that? Can I have cake and ice cream on Sunday? You know what?
No, you can't.
No.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know,
some
but you might need to
sacrifices.
share with Mr. Griffin what's next. I'm gonna let you know if I try it. I'm gonna let you know.
And we in sober court. I had to cut out alcohol. You can cut out that.
Yeah, that's no problem for me. That's not a problem for me. That's empty calories. If I'm gonna have some calories, it's not gonna be from a drink. It's gonna be from my cake and ice cream. Okay.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna get it from. I'm gonna get some calories that count. Okay.
Know that.
All right. You're doing well, Mr. Jones. I'm very, very proud of you. Keep up the good work. I don't know if you want to share your story with everybody, but when you first came in, you told us you were at this weight, a certain weight, and now you're at a different weight. I don't know if you want to share that with the world.
Hey, like I said, I just, outside of cutting alcohol, I just wanted to make a lot of changes to my life. And, I just studied fitness and nutrition, and keto stuck with me. If anybody want to educate themselves, just look up the keto diet and go from there. You pick your battle.
But if I can't eat my cake and all right, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna meditate. Sunday is my only day. I'm gonna meditate. All right, come on, Mr. Griffin. What you have for Mr. Jones?
Mr. Jones is doing well, Your Honor. He's doing very well. His biggest obstacle in the program was transportation, so he has that now. So that's not a problem. At one point he was riding his bike and to testing and stuff that just show how determined and stuff he was. So since he's been in the program, job improvement, doing well in school. So he's doing really great. Everything is working out for him. He's in phase 3 of a 5-phase program. So getting him signed up for some classes and community service. And he's doing well. No problems with Mr. Jones at this time, Your Honor.
All right. Anything from any of the other team members asked to Mr. Jones?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, good report. You're working the program. Congratulations on the Honor Society. I know you told about grades at one time. You had straight A's. You're working that. And I know your goal is the PhD, so we can call you Dr. Jones. And cake and ice cream is good. Cake and ice cream is good any day. And about that watermelon, is there a watermelon drink that I could get so I wouldn't have to carry a big heavy watermelon around?
Yeah. You get you a regular watermelon and just juice it down. That's the only thing I would know.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Jones. Keep up the good work. Be safe, young man.
You're welcome.
All right, awesome. If nothing else, Mr. Griffin, what's next for Mr. Jones?
Your Honor, I'll be having a face-to-face with Mr. Jones on March the 20th, 2023 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Jones?
Yes, that's 10:35 a.m., right? Okay, yep.
Yes, sir. All right, very good. Keep up the great work. I at least made a sticky keto diet, watermelon. I'm gonna be thinking about it again, okay?
Look it up.
I will. All right, take care, Mr. Jones.
You too.
All right. I am now going to go to Mr. Tyrone Puryear, and then that's going to wrap up my specialty court that's scheduled for today. I want to close that out, and then I'll go to Mr. Green. I'll hear from you, but I want to close out my specialty court information, diet, oh my goodness, docket on this morning. Mr. Puryear, I have for you case number 21085 CDA. State your full name for me, Mr. Puryear.
Tyrone Puryear.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
You doing good? You smiling? What you smiling about this morning?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm fine.
Because you're doing good? That's why you smiling? Because you're doing good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. Very good. Tell me, what have you been doing to socialize, Mr. Puryear? Have you been getting out and about?
I've been getting out and about. I've been working and still going to my group meetings and therapy.
All right. How are those things going?
Oh, work going good, meetings going good, everything going good. Everything's
All
good.
right, have you learned anything since the last time I've seen you?
Oh, yes.
Is there something you can share with us that you've learned?
For one, staying sober.
That's a wonderful thing. And what do you think is helping you to accomplish that?
Thinking better. I feel better. I'm working.
Yes.
I'm working. I have my license back. Everything going
Look
good.
at you. All right, very good. I love it. I love it. Are you having any difficulties, any challenges that you need us to help you with?
No. Everything's been pretty good. The group meetings and therapy been helping me real good, real well.
All right, very good. I want you to continue to do the things that are helping you, okay?
Okay, I will. I am.
Continue to do those things.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, ma'am.
No questions? All right,
Okay.
Mr. Yancey, what do you want us to know about Mr. Puryear?
Your Honor,
I have Mr. Puryear in phase 3. Is that correct?
yes, Your Honor, he's been doing really well. I don't think the last time you saw him, I don't think he had a part-time job. So he's called me really excited. He has a part-time job. We were celebrating him having a license. We were celebrating, I think he has more than 6 months clean. He's just we just been
Yeah, you 6 months in recovery. Do it. Yes.
So it's funny. We'll get each other on the phone and we'll just start laughing about stuff because about his progress as far as really being happy. He was always pleasant, but he seems really content right now. He loves his progress that he's making. We love it. He's really doing well. I'm gonna push him to do a couple of more things, but so far so good, Mr. Puryear. He didn't have the best start, but he always kept telling me, I can do this. I will do this, even if I slip. I'm not going to fall, and if I fall, I'll see how fast I can get back up. So he's done that. We're really pleased with Mr. Puryear, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, anything from any of the other team members asked to Mr. Puryear?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, sir. Good report. You're working the program. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work, sir. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself. We know it's not easy.
I am. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Mr. Puryear, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, then Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a face-to-face with Mr. Puryear on March 27th at 10:35.
All right, did you hear that, Mr. Puryear?
Yes, ma'am. Face to face, you want me to come down to the court, right?
No, I'll call you and see and let you know.
Okay. Yeah. The 27th?
Yes.
We'll put it on my calendar. What time you say?
Put it on your calendar.
We're gonna try to connect at 10:35, but I might switch the time up.
That's a Monday. I don't have to work.
That's
good.
perfect. That's perfect then.
All right, awesome. All right, if nothing else, Mr. Puryear, I want you to go and enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Okay, thank you. You too.
All right, good to see you.
Y'all. All right.
All right, take care.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
Mr. Yancey.
if I could,
Yes.
go ahead. I think in about 5 minutes, Mr. Gordon might walk in.
Might walk into the courthouse?
Yes, Austin Gordon. He's off today, so he's off today. It's not so he's not coming in because I violated him. He's just coming in because he's off, and he was going to come in and be able to go on the 3rd floor without paying today. So he should.
Okay.
I talked to him 20 minutes ago. He said it was 15 minutes away.
Excuse me. I'm good to go?
Yeah.
Yes, you are good to go, Mr. Puryear.
Okay,
Take
y'all have a
care.
good
Bye-bye.
day. Okay,
You
bye-bye.
too.
All right.
All right, Mr. Yancey, he's supposed to have a hearing this morning and it's 10:19 and he hasn't gotten here.
Yeah, he should have probably just got on Zoom.
Yeah, you need to call him up and tell him,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
all right, let me get a date. I have one date for you all, and that's for Kevin Brown, Z808-2201. Can you give me a return to court for Kevin Brown?
Yes, we're gonna have Mr. Brown come back on March 13th at 8:45.
All right, very good. Did I miss anybody, Mr. Yancey? I did not call Mr. Puryear's other case, 2200039. It should follow for face-to-face.
Yes, Judge. Also, the 135, those are face-to-face.
Oh,
as
yes,
well.
ma'am. Let me do those now. I need to get dates I have for Jarrell Hintz, case number. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Okay, I have case number Z8081781. What are we doing for Mr. Hintz?
I did talk to Mr. Hintz this morning. We're gonna have Mr. Hintz come back on March 13th at 8:45.
All right, thank you very much. No issues to report, is that correct?
That is correct at this time, no issue.
All right, very good. Give me a second. Okay, I have for Crystalline Messer, I have case numbers U41808717, Z8082891, case number 193993231. For Ms. Messer, I need a
Yes,
date.
Shannon. So far, so good with Miss Messer. I'm gonna have her also come back on March 13th at 8:45.
Thank you. I have for Toye Milton, case number Z800982, case number Z8081261.
I talked to Miss Milton this morning also. I would like her to come back on March 13th at 8:45.
All right, very good. And then Mr. Yancey, circle back with Ms. Mack or the attorneys probably to make sure that we have addressed all outstanding matters for Ms. Milton, okay?
For Miss Milton, okay.
Yes, I have some things in her file. And then the last one that I have is for David Tolliver, case number 21044633401. I have Mr. Tolliver in phase 2. I'm sorry, in phase 3.
Yes, Your Honor. I want to have Mr. Tolliver come back on March 16th at 8:45.
All right, very good. And then only one I have left is Ashton Gordon. All right, very good.
On the docket.
I have a 10 o'clock for Mr. Fikens. I believe that was your person, Mr. Fikens.
It was,
Who was
Judge.
supposed to get his examination done. I have for Charles Franklin Adams. It's 10:24 a.m. Case number, oh shoot. Hold on 1 second, I'm sorry. All right, it is case number SP 113-950-21, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Vikings, where's your client?
Judge, I don't know where he is. I will let the
Did
court
he have
know
his
that
exam?
he did not have his exam. That was scheduled for, I think in January.
And then we rescheduled it a couple of times.
We did, Judge. I made my office available to him. He did not show up on that date. And he did try to contact me a couple weeks ago. He did leave a message. I tried to call back the number and there was no response.
All right, Mr. Ficus, he knew today was the date and time scheduled for his hearing, his review, and so I am going to issue a capias. I'll do the bonds at $50 cash or surety as to each matter. See if you can get them, and then we'll have to order another examination.
I know, Judge. And all I can say is I thank you for your help in this matter, trying to get this done. You
Yeah, I'm
bent
trying.
over backwards, Judge, to help him. And I'm sorry that we couldn't deliver, he and I couldn't deliver today.
All right, we'll go from there. All right, I think that that's everything on the specialty court docket. I do see Mr. Green. Mr. Green, before I go on the record, I'd like to speak with you. I see Mr. Campbell. I saw Mr. Campbell on the screen this morning. Good morning to you, Mr. Campbell. Good morning, good morning. I also have someone in the box. They gave me the name. It's stuck on something. I don't know. Miss Harris. Whose case is Miss Harris?
She's mine, Your Honor.
Oh, that's Mr. Green too. Mr. Green, I'd like to talk to you before I go on the record with either one of those matters. And so if you could give me 2 minutes and then give me a call here on the bench, I will speak with you because I don't know that my text messages are coming through
Okay.
this morning. This courtroom is secured, so it comes through sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. I'm sure you text me or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting it. All right, so give me a call. Give me 2 minutes. Court is in
Okay.
recess. All right, wonderful. Let's do it. Let's go to Ashton Gordon. Mr. Gordon, I have the following for you. Mr. Gordon is physically in the courtroom. Please approach the podium. I have case number 2021SD0028. Mr. Gordon, state your full name for me.
Ashton Julian Gordon.
All right, how are you this morning, sir?
This is the first time I've seen sunlight not been in the warehouse in like 3 weeks, so I'm good.
Okay, real good then. All right, very good. How are things going with respect to working your program?
It's been going good, you know, working first shift really keeps me out of trouble because I know I gotta get up early in the morning, so it's like, I get off work at 7, I'm in bed by 9. And
Okay.
It's funny because I tell my daughter, it's your bedtime now, you want to sleep at the same time as her, like, you want to sleep, so. It's been
Yeah.
pretty good.
All right, very good. And are you doing some, I know you're working and that's wonderful. One of the things, I know you're in phase 2, and so this may be a little soon, Mr. Yancey, but I do want you to work on pro-social activities. I don't want you to just live the life of a hermit while you're in this program. And then when you finish, now we're gonna go out and socialize and turn up. I want you to be introduced to take on some things that are pro-social while you are with us so that you can see there is some fun to life.
Right.
Even with some of the restrictions that you have with us.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, Mr. Arnold from NADD, he's been saying I'm gonna get you to some programs to go out, because he's known every time I've tried to do that myself, I found myself in trouble. So he's like, no, I'm gonna guide you to some of these programs. So he's gonna force me to start getting out of the house and going to some situations where there's not anything present, you know, trying to make sure I do this rather than try to do it on my own and say, no, I think I'm ready for this. He's gonna ease me in and say, okay, these are the situations I'm gonna put you in to make sure you do.
I think that's awesome. Did you hear that, Mr. Yancey? All right.
Yes, I
awesome,
did. Yes, I
awesome.
did, Your Honor. I think that's the best route to no social activity is having somebody help him making a good choice.
Yes, navigate it until you're able to do it, and you will. You'll eventually just go and be able to socialize and still meet your goals, still achieve the things that you're trying to achieve, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You'll be able to do it. What's been difficult for you since the last time I've seen you?
Difficult, really just, I've been able to shrink my circle as far as like my family. I think too many people had access to me, too many people kind of knew about my struggles, and, you know, sometimes, at first I wasn't really dealing with the looks, like I would see them, but I wouldn't notice like what's this coming from. And so like now I've really just shrunk my family circle, really it's just my father and my grandfather who are gonna be there to support, rather than the judge. I think that's been the big thing I've started to notice, as I've started to get a clearer head in things, you know, you kind of see family who really it felt like they were excited when you failed. Like when I had this situation happen and I had to go back to Detroit, there was a lot of family that kind of took pride and was like, okay, he's down now, we don't have to deal with that. So now I'm kind of in a position where I'm looking at my family and I'm like, all right, perfect. Like, I need to make sure I have the people that are gonna support me around me, and the people that aren't, I don't really need to deal with right now.
Yes. All right, very good, very good. You do need positive people that are going to be rooting for you, that are gonna help you when you fall, not judge you or be excited that you've fallen or that you hit a bump in the road. And unfortunately, sometimes we can have that mix in our family. So I'm glad you're able to see it and take some positive action about it. Because right now, you know, you need positive people around you that are gonna push you, not yes people, just positive people that are gonna push you. Very good. Is there anything that you need us to help you with?
No, anytime I need anything, I reach out to Mr. Yancey, and he's promptly responds to let me know, what things are go through.
All right,
Got reevaluated, you guys are nice, I got all that fairly well.
okay.
And a new, I think, 12 weeks program.
A little bit louder. My court reporter still has to hear you.
Sorry, I said I'm in a new 12-week program as well, on top of going to Georgia School, so I'm getting it, I'm making it.
All right, very good. Tell me something good that's happened to you since the last time I've seen
You
you.
know, just this new job, and then, I've been able to talk to my daughter in Florida more. Her mother has seen I'm making some strides, so being able to talk to her more, that's been something that's been really keeping me excited. I talk to her, seeing her grow, getting that relationship back.
I love it. All right, very good. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No.
All right, Mr. Yancey?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Gordon is doing well. He's he's participating in his bounce back. So so far so good with that. As far as all the major components of our program, he's in compliance. So I guess have to be one of the people that pushes him, along with the positive people in his life. He can do this. He's just got to sometimes we have to figure out how we slip so we can get solid ground. And I think he's working on figuring out how to get and keep solid ground. So I think that's where we are right now, but so far so good. So Mr. Gordon, he's okay right now. He's doing okay.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Gordon?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report today, Mr. Gordon. Thanks for coming into the building. Work the program. You had a slip, but you're back on track now. And I was glad to hear you say that you had some unification with your daughter. That's great. Keep up the good work, sir. Thank you.
And if I might add, Judge, yeah, Mr. Gordon, it does look like you're putting the pieces together, and that's great to hear. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. Any questions for the team?
No, not right now. I even volunteered to come in today. Usually when you gotta come into the court, something's bad, but I volunteered. I said, I'll be there.
Listen, Mr. Yancey said you were gonna be walking through that door. My eyebrow went all the way up to my hairline. I'm like, walking through my door for what? Oh, and then he did tell me nothing was wrong, that you wanted to come in. So I'm glad you made it down here. Listen, I was with your people last week in Grand Rapids. We were there Monday through Wednesday for the conference, and then I stayed back Thursday and did training for 3 courts in Grand Rapids.
Really?
Yes, so I'm not sure which judge you had. Which judge did you have? Ayub?
Yes.
Yeah, Ayub. Wonderful judge, heart for the people. Yes, my first time meeting him, and we really clicked. Good guy.
Yeah, he is. When I was going through that process, he gave me something. He gave me the opportunity. So I gotta make sure I don't make anybody look bad. He gave me an opportunity because I heard a lot of things about him, and he actually gave me an opportunity. So
yes, he did. Yes, he did. Good guy. Yes, he was one of the teams that I worked with on Thursday, all day Thursday. We were together. So very good. All right. If nothing else, Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a face-to-face with Mr. Gordon on March 27th at 10:35. And I'm not.
Did you get that? Oh, go ahead.
No, and I'm not sure if he needs a bus ticket for today.
No, you good? Okay, he said he's okay. How did you get here?
That's a good one.
You took the bus and wanted to come in.
Yeah. I had to give my daughter's mom some money, so that kind of changed my Uber schedule. So I was like, I can pay the bus.
Look at you. Making that sacrifice, get the things done that you need to do, right?
Yes,
all right, I love it. Keep up the great work, Mr. Gordon. You're in good shape.
Thank you. I'm trying.
Yes, sir. You are, and I appreciate that. All right.
Thank you.
All right, have a good one. Mr. Yancey, did you need to see him again?
I don't think so. I saw him before he came back down. I think we're good.
All right, wonderful. Then
Thank
you are
you.
free to leave.
Thank you. Guys, have a great day.
Okay, you do the same.
Thanks.
All right. Mr. Green has 3 matters that we need to put on the record. Yes, sir. Yeah.
She said she's waiting to be a council member. She believes she's escorted to the chamber whenever They give you,
Yeah.
that's what she said.
We can have the meeting in my chamber.
Is that what you- okay.
Yeah. You know what? Ask Samaje if he can come to that meeting with me and if we could do it in the probation court,
Conference room.
that room, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right, very good. That might be better. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna start with Miss Shanita Harris.
Ms. Harris, you want to step up?
And then Mr. Green, can you place her case number on the record for me, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Her case number is Z8084371.
All right, thank you. Is that the only case she has with us?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Good morning, Ms. Harris. Please state your name for the record.
Morning, Your Honor. Shanita Harris.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Harris. Mr. Green informed me that you had an issue with your screen. I'm not going to indicate what that issue was. And I understand that you are trying to manage some things, but you have to keep in mind the parameters that you must work in while you're in this program. What you did is not acceptable, okay? So you've got to connect back with your provider so that you make sure you're doing the right thing. You can't just haphazardly decide, this is what I'm going to do. You've got to stay within the boundaries of your program. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right. And so I also understand that after making that slip, that you went and now you're on track and you're doing what you're supposed to do to manage what you need to manage. Am I correct?
Correct.
All right. So I applaud you for that, for taking care of business. Okay. I just want you to make sure you do that from the onset. Okay.
Yes.
All right, very good.
And,
One second, she tested on this morning. Mr. Green did everything come back good? I just need to know if everything is good. Okay,
Yes, Your Honor. Let me
Mr.
check really quickly.
All right, check, and you can text me whether or not what happened. All right, so I'm not going to issue a sanction today, Mr. Reed, Mr. Feigens. I'm going to allow you to continue and encourage you to continue to work your program, okay? All right. It's hard, but you can do it. How do I know? Because I've seen you do it.
yes.
You've been doing it.
But you know, Your Honor, 1 week, they wasn't calling me to drive. I caught the bus up there and I told them, why y'all wasn't calling me? Now they back on their schedule.
Mr. Green, did you let Mr. Green know that?
I went up there.
You should have let your case manager know that as well.
Cause he had switched me to jams and I like going there at 6:30 in the morning, but they didn't call me for a whole week.
Mr. Green, I need you to follow up on that. Why didn't they call her for an entire week?
Yes, Your Honor. I will check up on that. I don't recall that being an issue, but I will double check just to.
No, she said she didn't tell you.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard her. She said she didn't tell you. That's why I'm saying she should have let your case manager know. She just went up there. But there may be others that's not being called, or there may be a bigger issue going on, and we need to know what it is so we can resolve it, okay? All right. So let's do that, Mr. Green. And if you can give me an update on that, that would be very good.
Yes, Your Honor. I also have received the results for the screen that Ms. Harris took, and the results are negative.
Very good. Did you hear that?
Yes.
I'm proud of you. Okay, I am. I'm proud of you. So I want you to keep up the good work, okay?
I am.
All right,
I
awesome.
need to move to level 2.
You need to move to level 2. All right. We're gonna look at how you can move to level 2. How about that?
I appreciate you.
All right. Did you hear that, Mr. Green?
Yes,
she said, I need to move to, you have to see the whole head action. I need to move to level 2.
Oh, trust me, I've seen it. I've seen it already.
You seen it before? All right. So work with her, Mr. Green. I know you already doing that. And let her know how she's going to move. But not, you can't be making those little step out of boundaries, okay?
I understand.
All right, because that'll set you back.
I know. Oh
Okay.
my God.
All right, so
I
let's
know.
work it. All right. Mr. Green, anything else you want to add?
No, Your Honor.
What's next for Ms. Harris?
Yes, so Ms. Harris was scheduled to come in on the 8th. So if the court wouldn't be opposed, I would push her to next week's docket on the 15th of March, 2023.
Can you handle that
Yes.
at 8:45 a.m.?
Yes.
March 15th it is, okay? Since you're here today.
Come in today.
No, you came in today. You can Zoom in on the 15th unless Mr. Green calls you and tells you something different, okay?
And you don't have to.
All right, I believe you, I believe you, I believe you.
I
All right.
hate to see that name.
Uh-oh. Mr. Green, you hear that? He's such a nice guy.
Yes.
All right.
I know I've been a bad girl.
No, there are no bad girls in this program, none. All right, you're in great shape, Ms. Harris. You are free to leave, okay?
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Be safe.
You too.
All right,
Thank you.
you're very welcome. It's gonna be March, we're moving her to March 15th at 8:45. All right, Mr. Campbell, turn on your camera for me. I'm ready for you. Mr. Campbell? Did you call
I
somebody?
did. I'm
He
waiting
said
for
he
a
could do it.
response, but, because he was in a meeting, so I'm waiting on the response now.
Now, Mr. Campbell, you got to take that hoodie off. Come on. Where are you?
You can see me?
No. While he's getting it together, Mr. Green, can you put his case numbers on the record for me, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Case numbers SP 11601-042. Case number SP 1278-7751. Case number SP 1278-7752. Case number SP 13190531. Case number SP 13190532. Case number SP 13961271. Case number SP 13961272. Case number SP 13961273. And case number SP 13961311.
All right, thank you, Mr. Campbell. Place your name on the record for me.
J. Rue Campbell.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
What happened to you on Friday? I told them I wanted you to come on Zoom Friday.
I don't know. I probably forgot.
All right, you know we're having an issue, right?
Yes.
You're not going to your testing. What's going on?
I don't know. I need my license back, I guess. Cause it's like,
Well, no, we sent you bus passes. We have a lot of people in programs with no license. You're required to test. You're required. It's a mandate of the program, Mr. Campbell. I don't have the ability to say, Mr. Campbell doesn't have to test. I have guidelines that I have to follow, and that guideline is that you must test a minimum of 2 times per week.
right. Well, like, I mean, honestly, like, I don't want to sound like bad or nothing, but like, I just don't
You're
think.
not bad.
I just don't think like that's gonna like work, like, because I'm gonna fail. Like, I'm gonna keep failing. So it's like,
Well, Mr. Campbell, you're not gonna keep failing. We're gonna work with you, but you have to go and test. You have to go and test.
right.
Because what's gonna be unfortunate is that if you don't go test, it doesn't make sense for you to end up at the Wayne County Jail for not testing. I'd rather you test. Let's find out what's in your system and give us an opportunity to work with you. We're gonna work with you, okay?
Okay.
But if you're not testing, that's something that you can do. You don't need me to work with you to show up for testing. I need you to just show up for testing, and you've got to go test today. You can come here and test, or you can go to, what facility do you have them testing? What facility did they register you at?
Jams.
All right, you can go to Jams and test, but you got to test today, and then you've got to call every single day. Do not count your test, because here's the thing. If you're not testing, I'm not really gonna work that hard to help you get that license back. You're not frozen. I know you can hear me.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's just like I said, I know I'm gonna keep failing.
No, don't say you don't say you're gonna keep failing. You may start
Because
off
like
where you are, but we're gonna work with you. Do you hear what I'm saying? We're going to work with you.
I hear what you're saying, Judge, but I just still feel like no one understands me as a human being. Like it's like I just
And I
get treated
understand you feel that way.
right. So
I
it's
do.
like that right there, that pushes it another step to make me be like, okay, now I'm really gonna stop. I'm gonna really keep failing because it's not nothing is look. All I'm saying is I didn't heard that with the little molestation and stuff like that. My lawyer has sent it to Ken Worthy and stuff like that. I'm just now getting out of college. It's not like J. Rue has just been sitting down, not doing anything. I travel and
No one
live.
said that.
Right, but
Mr. Campbell.
I'm making a point though. That's all I'm saying.
Mr. Campbell, I know
Yes.
that you are an incredible individual. You have done some great things. As a matter of fact, someone shared with me something on last night that came through the email about some incredible things that you're doing. And so I don't think you're a bad person. I don't think that you're going to continue to fail. I need you to hear what I'm saying to you. We're going to work with you, but you have to follow the mandates of the program. And right now, the mandate I'm asking you to follow is to show up for testing. Let's start there, okay? And then you let me, listen, you challenge me to do my job. You challenge me to figure out where do we go from here. Let me see what shows up in your testing, because what I do understand is that change doesn't happen overnight. I know when you come into the program, it might sound like we're expecting you to just change overnight. We're just expecting you to flip a switch, and now you did this on yesterday, and you've been doing it for 10 years. Now you're not gonna do it going forward. That's not how it works. It may seem that way, but that's not how it works. So we're going to work with you. That's what I need you to hear. We're going to work with you. So 2 things I need you to do. I need you to go show up for testing. No, 3 things. I'm gonna keep adding to the list, right? So I need you to show up for testing today. Secondly, I need you to call every single day. And when your color drops, you have to go. The third thing I'm gonna need you to do is stop saying to me that you're going to fail. You're not failing. We're working on some things. And while we're working, you are not failing. You are working. And sometimes when we're working, it might look like failure to you or to some other people, but you're a work in progress. So I need you to be careful about what you say about yourself. You are not failing. You are working, okay? And right now we're at the very beginning stages of that work. All right? Can I count on you to do those 3 things?
I'm gonna try to.
Well, which one you gonna try the hardest to do? I gave you 3. Which one you gonna try the hardest to do?
I mean, all of them. It's not no guarantee that I can get to testing today. People that been giving me rides. My mom, I'm not about to keep on depending on her to give me a ride here and give me a ride there and all that type of stuff when I know that she's at work and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
fair.
then like
That's fair.
with the
let me give a solution to that. Let's go one at a time. Let me give a solution to that. Mr. Green, we have the Lyft and Uber cards. Can we get him one to go to testing?
Yes, Your Honor. We also have the
All
bus
right.
passes that we have given as well.
And honestly, I wouldn't mind taking the bus, but I'm over here on the east side now. I don't know the east side like that at all.
Say that again. You faded out at the end. One more time.
I said I said I would not mind taking the bus. I grew up taking the bus, but I'm on the east side right now, and I don't know the east side like that.
Okay, that's fair. Do you have bus passes you can give back to us so we can give them to somebody else?
I believe so, yes.
All right, get with Mr. Green on that. And then Mr. Green, I need us to, let's do the Lyft Uber. Okay?
Okay.
Because I need him to go test today and I need him to test. So we'll do that. That's the first thing. All right?
And Your
So
Honor,
we'll get that done. Yes.
in order for him to get the Lyft and Uber cars, he would have to come to the courthouse, because we only have those physical cards here.
Oh, I know, but can't we, Mr. Green, check with your supervisor because there's a way that we can order the Lyft and Uber for him. Good morning. I'm going to be wrapping up in just a minute and I'll be up to the conference room. Good morning to see you, Council President Pro Tem. Good to see you. I'll see you in just a minute. All right. And so I know that there's a way that it can be used it can be ordered from here and they will still pick him up and get him back. So check with your supervisor, please. Okay, until we can get him an actual card.
Okay.
All right. How does that sound, Mr. Campbell?
That sounds good.
All right, very good. So that's number one. You're gonna go test today. Number two, I asked you to call every day and check to see if your color drops. What's gonna be hard about that?
Nothing. You talking about call jams every day or call
Yes.
taxes?
No. Jams. You have to call and see if your color or your number has dropped.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So you said you can do that. And then I said, I want you to stop saying that you're a failure or that you're failing or that you're going to fail. You got to work at that one?
Yeah, because like in everybody else's eyes, the stuff that I do mean failing, but that's not what it means in my eyes.
Okay. So can I tell you what my eyes, did I tell you earlier what my eyes see?
Yeah, I've been doing it.
All right. I want you to know what my eyes see. My eyes see you trying. My eyes see you working, a work in progress. I do not see you as failing. Okay?
Yeah, but what if my color don't ever change? And what if my levels just don't never drop? Then what y'all gonna do?
Give me an opportunity to work with you. I said that you are work in progress. Don't count yourself out, and you haven't even gotten in the race. You don't know what's going to happen.
I'm just going through too much, to be honest.
I understand. We all are. Come on now. We taking baby steps, one step at a time, one day at a time. So for today, the baby steps I'm asking you to take is go test, to call every day to see if your color drops, and to work at it. That's all I'm asking you to do, that you see yourself as a work in progress and not as failing, because that's not how I see you. That's not how Mr. Green sees you. That's not how the team sees you. You are a work in progress. And you got to start somewhere. We're going to start with testing. Let's see what's going on. And you're going to your other things that you're supposed to go to. So you working some things from both ends. And that's wonderful. Okay?
Okay.
All right. What questions do you have, if any? All right. I need you to connect with Mr. Green today so he can tell you how you're going to get to testing. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Mr. Green, did you have anything?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Then we are all set. Anything from either of the attorneys?
No, Judge.
All right. All right. Thank you. Can I just tell you this, Mr. Campbell? I was very impressed. I don't know. I was just up late last night reading emails. I guess I don't really have that much of a life going on. But I was up reading emails, and whatever someone sent me at a football camp, I was very impressed. You have leadership in you, sir. And I'm sure I'm not the first person that's ever told you that. But in this day and time where it's easy to be a follower, I just want to tell you that you have leadership skills. And I hope that you tap into that if you haven't done so already. Okay?
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wait a minute, let me see what name. Who is this? They said this is unbelievable. But I heard leadership. I saw leadership. I hope you tap into that.
I will.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. Mr. Green, did you have anything else as to Mr. Campbell?
No, Your Honor.
What's next for Mr. Campbell?
Your Honor, he is scheduled to come back on the 8th of March. I would ask that we keep that date on Zoom. So March 8th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m. via Zoom.
All right. All right. Thank you, Mr. Green. Did you get that, Mr. Campbell? You're going to Zoom in on March 8th.
Yes.
All right. Very good. If nothing else, go enjoy the rest of your day. I hope things are working out for you. And you can see some light at the end of the tunnel. Keep working. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for showing up this morning.
All right. Thank you.
All right. All right. Bye-bye. All right. Mr. Green, if you could place the case number on for Lord Harris.
Yes, Your Honor. Case number 21044444301.
All right. Mr. Green, you are requesting a warrant for Lord Harris. Please tell us why. Let the attorneys know why.
Yes, Your Honor. On March 3rd, 2023, Mr. Harris was ordered to follow the instructions of the Oakland County Political Assessor and report to their referrals site. Once he was brought to that referral site, he was to have the facility contact me via phone and leave a message stating that he made it. As of today, I have not received any contact from any treatment facility or any person in Oakland County who can attest to him being at the location or reporting. At this time, I do not have any whereabouts of where Mr. Harris is at this time.
All right. And so thank you, Mr. Green. You did that perfectly. We need to play that tape because you did it. I don't even know. I was wondering how I was going to do it, but you did it. All right. And so Mr. Reed, Mr. Figgis, he was here for an intake. As you heard, Mr. Green, he was sent to a referral site and he was ordered by this court to report that he was there. He was ordered to sign a release or to sign a release so that someone could confirm, Mr. Green could confirm that he was at that referral site. He has failed to do so. This court does have concerns about Mr. Lord Harris when he reported to 36th District Court on Friday of last week based on testing results. And so very much so concerned. I am going to issue a KBIS and the bond will be $10,000 cash or surety. Any objection from either of the attorneys?
Judge, I have no objections. I just have one question. He is a participant of specialty court that meets on Wednesday. Is that correct?
Yes, he is. He was going to, because of his testing results, we were doing some immediate care. He qualified for immediate care. And so he didn't report or follow through.
No objections, Judge.
All right, very good. That warrant is going to be issued and marked specialty court. Please get that to Ms. Mack for my signature. Did I miss anything?
No, Your Honor.
All right. If nothing else, that ends the docket for this morning. You all know this is specialty court, so of course be on standby. And I still need an update as to Karina Coleman, which
Your
is
Honor,
also a part of Wednesday's docket.
I also have an update on Ms. Coleman as well.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I should place the information on the record, so should I give you a call and let you know?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me a call, and if we need to, we'll do it either later or tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, because she's not yet. So give me a call. All right, very good. Thank you so much, Mr. Green. Thank you, Mr. Figgis, Mr. Reed. Thank you, Ms. Wilson. We're gonna work on that video, Ms. Wilson. getting it to play all the way through. I apologize for throwing it on you at the last minute.
No
Judge,
problem.
one question, Judge. Is there
Yes.
staffing today for
Yes,
Tuesday and Thursday? If so, do you know what time that will be scheduled?
it should be at 1:30, but be on standby. I have another meeting I have to run to that's scheduled for 11:30, and then we can go from there, okay?
Thank you,
And can we
Judge.
get Tuesday and Thursday's docket? All right, awesome.